We're going to be doing pages 10.9, and we are, for both of them, working on combinations to 10. For this one, I'm going to do it as if you could not print off the math page, which is completely okay. Whatever works for you. We're very flexible. So I'm not going to be writing it down, but I'm going to be acting as if like I could look at it on the phone or the computer. Even if you don't have the access to the PDF that I sent out, combinations to 10. Whatever way that works, it's just getting the practice to know putting numbers together and using our fingers and to be able to put numbers together and take them apart. This is the foundation of addition and subtraction, and to understand those combinations to 10 is a very important foundation to build. You can do it with fingers and only do it with fingers, and the kids will still learn. You can use anything you need as long as you're just practicing making 10 and understanding, like, I'm not like 3 and 7 make 10 instead of just finger play. That's a good thing in a different way. So I'm going to do this as if we don't have the worksheets. So I'm going to just take my worksheets and I'm going to put them off to the side here. If you are doing the worksheets, you would write the number that goes to make 10 on this one. So for the first one, it says 5 and blank make 10. So I have my beans that I know are 10 beans. And if I'm just doing this by myself, I can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe you don't even have, you want to just make your kid write it out. That's absolutely okay too. I can do it on a blank piece of paper, and I can, or whatever you have, scrap paper, newspaper, and I can look and I see 5, and I ran out of space. 5 and 5 make 10. Or, our math curriculum does not start this yet. You are very welcome to do it. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So if you want to write it out, make your kid write it out, go for it. The next one on the paper, so pretending I'm looking at the thing online, 8 and what make 10. So I put my beans back together, and I'm going to have my kid, or if it's just the kid watching, you are going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I remember this is 8, and I need to count 1, 2. So 8 and 2 make 10. And you can do this, you don't even have to follow the ones. If I want to see, oh, what is, oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That also makes 10. I can switch the beans around and play like a game where you cover it up. And maybe I'm just going to go like this. Okay. So what is the combination I have that makes 10? 4. What's the combination that makes 10? What's my combination that makes 10? Working just on making combinations. The next page is this one. And again, it's just working on reviewing the combinations that make 10. So if you have the paper, you can count out the empty 10 frame, or the empty spot in the 10 frame. 9 and what make 10, you would write 1. Ooh, they showed you 1, so I know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I would write 9 on that one. But if you do not print off the paper, which is, again, it's okay. This is unprecedented times. If you don't print off the paper, and you don't have access to it, that's fine. I can count out my beans, or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it shows me 9 in that first 10 frame. And how many do I add with the 9 to make it into 10? 1. So 9 and 1 make 10. And I think it would be very important to have your child, or you child if you are listening, which you should be, because you are responsible for yourself, honey, to say it. 9 and 10, 9 and 1 make 10. Or I could say 9 plus 1 equals 10. The next one on the paper shows 1 in my 10 frame. So, oh, well, looky there. Womp, womp, womp. I have my 1 And I can count these ones again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 1 makes 10. 9 plus 1 equals 10. Maybe I don't even have beans. The next problem is 2 on the 10 frame, and I need to figure out what goes with the 2. I'm going to use my fingers. So I'm going to put down the number they showed me. They showed me 2, so I put that down. How many do I put with 2 to make it into 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 and 8 make 10, or I can say 2 plus 8 makes 10. The next one, if I don't even have a manipulative, 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to count out of my hand. Well, I got 10 here. I'm going to put down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is 5, and you should know that. 5. So what goes with 5 to make 10? I don't need to count it because I know how many fingers are on one hand. 5. So 5 and 5 make 10. Or I could say 5 plus 5 equals 10. Whatever is going to get the concept in their head, that is what we are just trying to do. So good luck.